have the return of the Speed City Sisters of Crime. They're back with a new anthology. It could be more excited. I'm going to ask each of you to introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your background. And I'm going to start with our returning champion, Tony Perona. Tony, hi.
Hi. I didn't know I was a returning champion, but boy, I like that. Okay, well, I've got my daughter Liz here with me, and together we write under the name Elizabeth Perona. And I was, before Liz and I joined forces, I wrote a mystery series about a stay-at-home dad, former investigative reporter who has a knack for solving mysteries with supernatural elements. Liz and I have joined together and we produced the Bucket List Mystery Series, which is about a group of older women who are trying to accomplish all the strange and wonderful things on their bucket list, but they keep stumbling over dead bodies. And so, Liz, do you want to say anything?
No. I know I always used to tell people I was a preschool teacher, but I'm not a preschool teacher anymore.
But you're an administrator for your
yes,
church.
I'm an administrator at our church now, by day, and I do this on the side.
And you have 2 kids?
And I have 2 kids, and I'm married to my husband, Tim.
And then Diana Cat, you're the other editor for the new anthology, Trick or Treat. You were just holding it up.
Yeah, this is it. It looks backwards on my view. But yeah, I'm Diana Cat, and I am a microbiologist, a scientist, and I like to write mysteries. I like to read mysteries. I have I'm a business owner as well, and I've got a couple of dozen short stories that are written. I think I have been involved in every anthology the Sisters in Crime has produced, and I think this might be number 8. Is that Tony's nodding? Yes, that's number 8. And then I have some other short stories that are in other anthologies produced elsewhere. How's that sound?
What's your business?
It is called Mold Diagnostics. It's an environmental microbiology laboratory. We do air quality testing, and I go in scary places like crawl spaces and attics and homes and look for mold, identify the kinds of mold that's present.
And you look for dead bodies too, don't you, Diana?
You know, I'm always on the lookout for dead bodies. I found some really strange things in my adventures over the years.
Not all human.
No, lots of critters.
Big spiders.
Big spiders, cave crickets, mice. Mice find those all the time, chipmunks and snakes, that kind of stuff.
How thoughtful would it be for someone to leave a mystery writer a dead body? Like, oh, I'm sorry for the person that's deceased, but what a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah, well, my imagination went crazy. One time I was in a crawl space and there was this huge mound of dirt and then a little child's desk over in the corner, a desk and chair like you find in a grade school. And I thought, why the heck is that in the crawl space? It just freaked me out. And I said something to a contractor who was following me in there, and he said, you just got too crazy an imagination, settle down. But I do.
Elizabeth Sam Miguel, who was instrumental in putting this whole thing together, bringing this group together for this event tonight. You're next. What can you tell us about yourself?
This is actually only the second story I've ever had published. The other one was in Murder 2020. Oh, by the way, it's Sisters in Crime, not of Crime. Just a little correction there. And there's 8 people, not 7. So, but there's 7 boxes. My day job is I work as a SAS computer programmer. So that's a statistical database language. It's actually I find the job very interesting, but I think a lot of people would probably find it dull. So.
And Marianne?
Hi, thanks for having us. This is my second story in a Sisters in Crime anthology. And I joined probably 3 years ago. And I have a couple books that I've published. The first was Shards of Trust, and the second was The Cry Beyond the Door. And then during the pandemic, together with my granddaughter, Haley Landreth, we wrote Maybe Just Maybe, and really enjoyed that. It was a great way. She's out of state, so it was a great way to stay in touch. And I've had some stories published in newspapers and magazines as well.
And Karen Phillips, you're next on my screen.
You're
Let's-
muted, Karen.
Thanks, Rob. I have several short stories published in 5 different anthologies, and I really enjoy writing mystery. I'm working on a novel, but I keep getting distracted by writing short stories. And one of them that I wrote was collaborating with Ross Carley, and that is the story that's in Trick or Treats. So that was really fun to collaborate with an author. I've never done that before.
And Ross Carley, other than a frequent collaborator with Karen Phillips, what's your background?
Well, I'm a professor emeritus of electrical and computer engineering at Purdue School of Engineering and Technology. Professor emeritus means that I'm retired from the university, but I'm still consulting in artificial intelligence and cybersecurity and cybercrime. I've written 4 nonfiction books, but I've also written 4 novels. 2 of them are murder mysteries, Dead Drive and Formula Murder, and 2 of them are cyber thrillers, Cyber Kill and Crypto Kill. Crypto Kill is the latest one that's currently out, but just today, literally today, finished my new book, and the cover is by Karen Phillips. This is a draft cover, but it's called The Three-Legged Assassin. And so The Three-Legged Assassin should be out by the end of November, I would think, at the latest. And Karen and I, we share cats too. Karen and I, it's the first time for me collaborating. I know Tony and Liz have collaborated forever, but it was dipping my toe into I guess you'd call our story The Curse of the Benjamin Mansion, kind of the horror genre. And I'd never really written that before. And Karen is very adept at writing horror. So we had a great time collaborating. She's in Sacramento. I'm here in the Indianapolis area. And she in fact did that cover I showed you for Crypto Kill. She designs book covers as well as being an author. So I've been in Sisters in Crime, I think 4 years now. And those of us who are male in Sisters in Crime are called the Mr. Sisters. So we're welcome in Sisters in Crime, and it's been a tremendous experience for me nationwide and meeting people from the other chapters like Sacramento where Karen is.